and we are coming live with Dina, one of the speakers on the Supercharge Your Manifest and Powers event. We are coming to wrap it up, that beautiful event of 14 days, and just to deliver some more insights and celebration. First of all, for everybody who attended the event, I celebrate. We all celebrate you, because you know what? It takes effort and it takes a decision for the person to really start looking and working on themselves, right? Because we tend to attend to everybody else but ourselves. So now it's the time to really go within and start prioritizing yourself and start asking yourself deep questions. What am I here for? What is there for me to do? Am I representing my authentic self? Am I really following what I love to do in my life? Am I staying in the right relationship? And etc., 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 right? Because the more, why do we always want to ask the questions? Because the quality of questions is going to determine the quality of the answers that we receive. So it's very, very important. And we just want you guys to take that information and just start acting on it. Dina.
Yes, I'm joining you in celebrating. I believe we need to celebrate every day, because every day something happens. And the most important is, if you celebrate, if you uh, invest in your growth, your spiritual growth, your growth as a human being here on earth, in your journey here on earth, that's you need to learn how to celebrate and take it serious, because it's an energy. It attracts what you want also. So let's celebrate, Irina. So I'm going to share my experience during this event, Supercharge Your Manifesting Power. As a coach, I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot about myself. My main reason why I wanted to be part of this is because of my four languages. As a coach, I think and as an island girl, I like to call myself I'm a girl. Yeah.
Of
As an
course.
island, yes,
Totally.
as an island girl, there are some stuff happening here on the island that in big cities you usually don't have. And one of those things is we have a lot of tourists, we have a lot of cultures, we have interracial marriages, a lot of different food and cultures and thoughts and ways and morals. So with this experience, I've been helping people that try to have a relationship, a sexual relationship with someone that is not from their culture. And you don't stand still. That could bring havoc sometimes, because it's a big difference. Okay, it could be something very intriguing and new, but it can bring havoc. So what I've gotten in touch with some new clients through this event, and now I'm making my dream come true. So I'm helping people in the area that I manifested it. Thank you for helping me.
Woohoo! See, we are all powerful, and I want to congratulate you, because that's exactly what happened. Why do we want to be part of these big events? Because that's the way the energy work, right? Like we supercharge our powers together. Because just think about it, one battery versus many, right? How much energy we can all cumulatively produce, and how we can actually propel our results that we are creating in our life. That's why like these kind of events really moving the needle for our manifestation process, and that's why it's important to be a part of it. And it doesn't matter whether it's in person or virtual, just remember that the energy, there is no border between the time and space. It's just always there. So just trust the process and trust the invisible forces because they're always there.
Yes.
And yes, and like even for me, I remember when I was interviewing each of the experts, that was a great learning experience for me because, and why do I want to emphasize it? I just want to resonate with everybody who's listening. And there are people who are going to say, I know it all. Let me tell you, nobody knows it all. And with what we are doing with this work, we are actually deepen our understanding of the universal principles or of the way how the universe actually operates and how we can live in the flow in order to create results more effortlessly and more joyfully.
Yes.
So
Yes.
for me, it was a lot of interesting things because like talking to like everybody has their own modalities, everybody has their own techniques and tips, and just listening to everybody, it was like I was having so much awareness and so much insights. So I can imagine for somebody who is not as immersed in this work, how cool it was just to listen to all of us. And now this is the time. This is the time for action, right? Because information doesn't equal transformation. And that's exactly what's important, right? So we can watch how to build the house, but until we start building it yourself, ourselves, nothing is going to be built, right? So, in other words, it's one thing when we are just consuming and we are watching and like we are listening and we think that we got it. No, now we have to actually put the action together. Like, what exactly are you going to do with every knowledge that you just obtained from each speaker, right? Uh, I encourage everybody to claim the free gift from each person because it's very important. Guys, these are the free gifts, right? They are worth of over $5,000, and the experts just give it to you freely with all the heart. Just claim them, and you can consume them at your convenience. But at least you have them. And
Yes.
another thing is just start to think, what is my next step in this process of manifestation? What step can I take from where I am with what I have? This is the question that I would invite everybody to start asking yourself. And if it feels like overwhelming, if it feels too much information just boom pouring at you, we are here. That's why we are here. The help is always here. And all it takes is just for you to say, I'm ready. I want the help. I want the guidance. And I want somebody by my side who can take me from where I am to where I want to be. Again,
Indeed.
it's your decision. Nobody is going to make it for you. You are the leader of your life. And you have to make that decision because you know what? The power of decision. Once you make that decision, that's how the energy travels. Everything is going to work out the way that you're going to see the opportunities. Things start appearing out of the blue. And you, by allowing yourself stepping out of the comfort zone, by allowing yourself face the fear, but move forward regardless, you are going to see amazing breakthroughs and you're going to see incredible results. Nobody says it's going to happen overnight, but over time, I guarantee you. You go and track me if this is not what I'm saying is true. If you are really going to make that decision and if you're going to partner with one of us to take you where you want to be, you'll see the results are going to be there. And you are going to remember that day as one of the best days of your life because finally you decided it for yourself. Finally, you decided that you want to live the life on your terms. Dina, what
Perfectly. Perfectly said. What comes to me when you were talking is my journey. Um, I've said who I was, my name, what work I do, what. but my journey to reach here, it took a little bit of quite a few coaches and mentors and masters. And if my mom and my dad had the capacity to bring me here, they had the capacity to bring me here on earth. But to bring me to where I am now, helping people in such a beautiful way, it took it took some other coaches to help me out. And these were, how do you search for a coach? How did I search for a coach? I went through a lot. Some of them were perfect. We clicked. And some of them was like, do I really need to sit here and listen to this? It's me and my mind. So I needed to go through that to experience. If you come to me, for example, we have a couple of youth coaches in this event. If you come to me, for example, and it doesn't click immediately, you should search for another coach. It should click immediately. That's how you search for a coach. That's why I like coaches also. I don't like therapists. I don't like psychiatrists. Oh, they have their own work. It's
Mhm.
different. Okay,
Exactly.
so I need to be very clear in that, because here on the island, for example, some psychiatrists, some psychologists, they do have a tendency to pick a hat of a coach. And if you're not prepared to be a coach, stick to your profession. Refer to a coach that you know. Okay, don't go and think that you can be a coach, and some of them just tell the person what they should do, what you shouldn't do. They coach them that way. But a coach doesn't do that. A coach really, really puts everything on the table and asks questions. That's the only thing a coach does. And holds space. I needed that, because sometimes I'm like fast, and I like to be fast, but sometimes I need, it's not clear, and I need someone to hold space for me. And that's, I'm very um, grateful for having these coaches in my life to that helped me through my journey. And my journey, I think it started 26 years ago, um, when I got to know more about meditation, what kind of meditation, what is needed, when is needed. And sorry, the YouTube meditations, not all of them do what you need. You need to nurture. Okay, they're beautiful, beautiful songs, beautiful journeys, um, bedtime stories. I say to everybody, a visualization is a bedtime story for an adult. Okay, but a meditation, a real meditation that can change your your um, your pH, your you can that can lower your um, pressure, blood pressure. The,
Stress. Sure.
yes, those, I'm talking about those meditation, the ones
Mhm.
that you really need to, that you will feel a change immediately. Though I'm talking about those are very important. That's I was taught one of those meditation 26 years ago on an island that is pure religious. So it's something very new for us. And now that we have, I think 2% of the island is meditating, which is a lot, because it's a very Catholic island, and they don't believe in meditation. So, but now I think they know that it's a necessity, and it's not something that's floaty. So I use meditation. I'm a sex coach, but I will not start um, coaching you without teaching you how to meditate. Because if you cannot be relaxed, if you don't know who you are, you can never enjoy those deep, um, juicy, and spiritual orgasms. Never. So that came to me. Look what you
That's so
told me.
cool. You know what? I just wanted to kind of, like feed off from what you were sharing. First of all, you're right. A good coach would never tell you what to do, but they ask questions because why? Because we all already have the answers inside of us, but it takes another person to ask the right questions in order for these answers to reveal. So
Yes.
that's exactly what we are talking about. And in terms of meditation, I'm not also a big on the meditation. I'm more in the meditative state when I do receive the downloads. But meditation is very helpful for people because I'm pretty much very tranquil. I'm balanced. But for somebody who really, like going through some stress, through some anxiety, I think this is like a number one tool because rather than popping up the pills, guys, we can regulate ourselves naturally. And if you haven't tried that before, we encourage you to do so. Because the only way you know if you like something or not is when you try it, you experience it, and then you have the full authority to say, you know what? I tried it, I tested it, it didn't resonate with me, and I'm just putting it aside, which is fine,
Yes.
right? So, just in conclusion, to say there is still time to watch the last episode, the last day with two interviews. One of them is mine for today's Supercharge Your Manifesting Powers. Please tune in. And if somebody is never signed up and watching that, you still have a chance to sign up till 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That these two interviews are still available. So you can watch, you can see what this is all about. Because remember, it's great when we are growing all together. And that's exactly what that event meant to do to people. And for everybody who watched it, please share, comment, say any aha moments. What actually did you feel? What new did you learn? And how was that series for you? Because it's super important for us. We did put our heart, we did put our mind, we did put our soul into everything what we've done. And I made sure I bring all the time the experts to you more, so you can get to know everybody better, and you can tune in to somebody that resonates with you, and just to hear all that beautiful wisdom and value that everybody delivered. So I want to say huge thanks to everybody who showed up, who played out from my expert panel, and as well as to everybody who tuned in and watch. Because remember, we have to be fully present, we have to be fully focused, and we have to play full out in order to see the results that we want to see. Dina, any last words you want to share?
Yes. You didn't sign up? Sign now.
Exactly. There is the link is right here. Just sign up and enjoy these last two interviews. And who knows, maybe these two interviews are gonna make a change in your life, and you decide that this is the path you want to follow. So thank you so much, everybody. Again, it was amazing event, and it's not the end. It's just a great start of that movement. Like we said, this event was the movement and continues. It's going to be even more beautiful, even more engaging. So stay in, tune in, and let's celebrate each other. And we are all on this beautiful journey. And let's connect and let's celebrate together. All the best.